Hello everybody. Let's see. Just got the iPad here. Let's see if we can open it up. Here we go. So just while we wait for people to come in. Oh, how about muting that? Sorry about that. I'm just going to do the back of the canvas. So this is what I would do. This is Trade Painter's masking tape. And I would just go around the back edge just a millimetre or two in from the edge, and so that I create a nice corner, I just come in and, when the scissors work properly, chop it off at the edge, rotate it around so that I continue going in the same order, just a little bit from the edge. And I'll give you a close-up in a moment. There's hello. Hi Darnell, how are you? Hey Mum. Okay, so turn that around. Just make sure you're in focus. So yeah, just following around the edge, putting that in. Okay. Making sure it's nicely pressed down and any debris in the area is removed. So what we're going to use tonight is the cup that we had left over from the previous live. Okay, because if you have watched that, you saw that I made up 3 cups of paint and I only ended up using 2. So, looks like these scissors need a good clean. They've got a bit of paint build up on them. So, make sure that's nicely pressed down around the corners. And if you can see, try and make sure the masking tape is just a little bit away from the edge, so the paint will come down, cover that edge, and the drips will mainly be on the masking tape. So I hope, getting ready for work. Oh, nice. Well, thanks for popping in. I hope you can stay for a little bit. Yeah, can you just let me know if the feed is good, if we're in focus, because my view on the iPad is a little bit blurry. So after I've put the masking tape on, I will go in with some push pins. Oh boy, sorry about that too. Let me just very carefully move you. Okay. Very carefully back. How's that? Looks good. Oh, awesome. Thanks for that. Okay, so I'm just going to push in the push pins, and this will just keep it up off the table. Not that spot. So that it's not sitting in the paint drip off. And final Nice. So that's how I will prepare the underside. Then flip it over and it's up off the table and ready to go. Okay. Hi everybody. I can see that we've got watchers. That's wonderful, thank you. Hi Barry. Thank you. Cheeky. Alright, so as mentioned before, I have this paint cup from previously. This lid does not fit the cup. It is just one that I had laying around that I would have used for these little containers. But when I realised I hadn't used this one, it sits nicely on top. It doesn't seal, but I just had the elastic band down holding it a little bit firmer. And looks like the paint is still fantastic and ready to go. Good morning, Sharon. Did you receive your parcel? And the other thing I will have ready, sorry, stretching, is a cup. And this is my White House paint mixed with, mixed at approximately equal parts paint, kind of like this, paint, Floetrol, shake. So, alright. So there's probably going to be a lot of bubbles in this because I only did it about an hour ago. But that'll be okay, we can torch those out. Not yet. Oh, I hope so. That's crazy. Okay. Well, please let me know how it goes. Okay, so this in the white, I want to have some silicone. So probably in this size cup, put 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Now that is Motortech silicone spray that I spray into the old tie-dye bottle so that I can drip it. So I find being able to drip it in the cup is much easier than if you try and spray into the cup, you've got spray everywhere. It's terrible. Okay. Hi, or is it AK? Alright, so I'll give that a stir now. Stir in that silicone. I like to stir in my silicone a lot. That's different for everybody. But that's pretty good now. So I've got the colours, I've got the white. I've also got, this is baking paper, so grease-proof paper. And I'm going to use this like side by side and kind of do a reverse dip. So when we have a lot of paint, we can put, for example, a tile into the paint, pull it up, and it looks amazing, and that's a dip. This time we're going to put the paint on the canvas, but we're going to put the greaseproof paper down and then remove it. So we'll get an effect on here, and with this one I'm going to change it around and do the split. So I'm going to do 2 sides. Alright, so gloves on. Hi Melita. Did I say that correctly? Alright, so I've got my torch nearby. Because we're using silicone tonight, that's going to help bring the cells promote the silicone rising up to create the cells in the paint and also clear the bubbles. So we are going to start with putting this paint down, so the coloured mixture. Okay. Just pouring it on. Lots of varying colours there. Let's try and get some red over here. And that's gorgeous. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just reading comments, making sure I'm not missing questions or anything. So I'm just going to tilt this over the canvas. Although it's looking pretty nice as it is, without doing anything else to it with those ribbons of colour. Look at that. Alright, just coming down to these corners. Alright. Over this edge, sorry, I know you can't see that there. There we go. Final corner and edge. Okay. Now these colours didn't have any silicone in them, and I believe, I hope I got that right. So we've got a bit of a lump there. Right. So because of the way the colours have come out of the cup, what I think I will do is turn it this way and split it this way. So, alright. Now this is where the white comes in. So this has the silicone in it. I'm going to go right down this section. I'm not going to go in the centre. And then I'm going to put some wispy white bits because it has the silicone. There we go. I'll give it a torch just to get rid of some of the bubbles. And make some room off to the side here because I'm going to be pulling sideways and sideways. Right. And pop that down about there. You can see as it makes contact. Oh gosh, this is a little bit exciting to see if this works. And then this one here, work that. There's a big air bubble, so work that out. All right, dun dun dun. Whew. Okay, all right, ready to go. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm taking it together at the same time. So, fingers crossed, everybody. I want to peel it back. Ooh, very nice. Even that which I've just folded on itself and created a little fairy in the garden. Looks awesome. So now we'll go back this way. And pop that down. All right. Wow, there you go. I'm going to torch it now. This is going to help bring up any of the cells and pop bubbles. I like that. There seems to just be a dainty amount that's come out from those thin wisps of white. But what I'm thinking I would like to do now, which I was really trying to resist, was, okay, maybe you can help me with this. Shall I do a string dip flower? Probably that way. Or balloon smash. There we go, string dip flower or balloon smash. Let's see. Hi Brady Patty, how you going? No, not towards the middle. Heading outwards. A flower. Balloon. Okay, let's get a couple of more balloon. And balloon. And flower balloon. Okay. Anybody else got a thought? Balloon. Okay, we're 3 to 1. Let's go with balloon. Right, so here's one I prepared earlier. This is still got some paint on it from previously where I just wiped it off afterwards. So it's pretty good. Still soft and flexible. Alright, let's use this one. So I think 3. I'm picturing 3. So I'm going to go over this section and I think what I'd like to do, because I had a lot of white in here, I'm now going to turn the balloon around and put the coloured section over the white. Okay. Wipe that one off. Ew. Okay. So next one we'll go a little bit down here. So this is coming more into the green. And again with the same idea, but I'll now turn this around and put the colour section over the white. There we go. Very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. So often when we pull the balloon up, what's on the balloon is amazing. Okay. So who in here has tried, thanks, tried acrylic pouring themselves, or who does it already? Okay, but one more into this section up here. Again, turning it around bringing some of that colour back into the white. There we go. Nice. Balloon wiped off. All sorted. And I'll give it a torch. Okay, so now this one is done. I'll just check the sides on it, make sure the paint covers all the way around. Okay, looks good. Now, there we have it. Thank you. Okay, let's have a close-up. I'm going to do the very best I can to be gentle. Okay. So you can see the cells and how they slowly and gently spread out through the colour. The flowers from the balloon smash. You do, Darnell? Awesome. Alright, so there's that one. And while we're still here, just want to have a little bit more of a play while I'm all set up. Sorry. Oh dear. That wasn't very gentle. I apologise. Okay, hang on. Looks like a chrysanthemum. Awesome. Okay. If only we could come up with an idea to use the balloon and the inside of the porter. Absolutely. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Alright, so I'm just going to move this off to the side. And alright. I do have here another canvas. It's not prepped and I can't really prep it in this mess, so I'm not going to worry about putting any masking tape or anything on the back. What I am going to do is take these put that down there, that down there, and I've almost got a clean slate to work on. So with this one, I'm going to go with a few more colours, and we're just going to use what's in these bottles. You are so talented. Thank you. It's very kind. Looks great. Thanks, Brady Patty. Darnell, please feel free to send me some photos if you'd like to share some of your work. I'm just going all over the place, as you can see. I'm going to go with some brightish colours, perhaps. Oh, that one has a bit of a lump. Okay. excuse me. What inspires me? One of the things I've said to people while I'm talking to them, whether or not it's in the paints or in my sewing or wire wrapping, whatever it is, I just kind of, to come up with something different, I look at you've got two options. No, two things. You love this, you love this. Can you put them together? So sometimes it's something I make will spark an inspiration for a completely different item again. Sometimes it's other people. I could be bouncing ideas and they might mention something and that could be it. Okay, looks like we're pretty much covered. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Send me anything. If you've got any questions as well, email them through. So this is going to be the same as the one we just did, except for the fact that that was a pour out of the cup. So, and these ones were all put on straight out of the bottles. So we're also going to do the dip, the literal dip maybe, no. Yep, this one's going to get really messy and we're going to dip it onto here. We're going to flip it over, put it down and then pull it back up. So again, I would like to add the white with the silicone added. So I think this time around I might just do lots of little wispies because I won't be doing a split. It won't be half and half. Okay, because we're doing it differently, we'll do that different too. Okay, let's get messy. Whoa. Look how messy the underside of this one is because I don't have any masking tape or anything on there. So this one will be quite a doozy. All right. Just touching up that corner while we're there. Okay. And just try and pull it up with a bit of a twist. Oh, that's stunning. Beautiful, vibrant. Let me grab these cups. Where have all my cups gone? Okay. See me there? I was totally frozen going, what do I do? What do I do? Here we go. Do another thing to it. Don't do another thing to it. Oh, I could. I really could. Just clearing out the bubbles, seeing what cells will come out. Looks good. Not overloaded with cells. They're quite subtle, which is nice. And I think we have a red one here, which literally goes all the way down to the canvas. So I'd like to just scoop up some red. Drop it into there. And there. Oh, I'm shaking. Trying to be really careful, and your hand's shaking. What? Don't do another thing. Balloon it a bit. You could, but don't. It's so pretty. It's so vibrant. Okay, I know what. I know what. Okay, just checking for any more that have gone down to the canvas. And a bit of a blue over here. Awesome. Alright, so this looks like all the sides and everything are covered, and we've got mixed reactions to this one. One big balloon over the blue area. This bit here, yeah, very pretty. Alright, I am very torn. Mixed results, so let's be really quick and do another one. This one we will leave. And okay, coming. Oh. I was just trying to be very careful to not touch my canvases too much. My clean stash. Okay. This time, we're going to do a dip, and we're going to do something else to it. And we're going to go straight on here now. Try and make sure that there's lots of gaps covered. You two get cheeky, I will ban you. I'll put you in timeout. Okay. Just a little bit of red, not too much, because there's already a lot on there. Then our white. All right. Here we go. Push it down. Just make sure that there's what I feel is coverage across the canvas. Give it a little bit of a smoosh, a little bit of a rotate. Are we ready? Dun, dun, dun. This way we will go this way. Oh, that's nice. Still very vibrant, it's the colours. And with this one, for the sides, I'm just going to dip them back down, whether it matches up or not, into the paint on the table. So this side now, roll it in, and then see, it's got coverage now. This side, whatever. And okay, looks awesome. Bring the cups back in. We can try and keep the bottom of this canvas as clean as possible. That looks awesome, doesn't it? Just with that bit of a twist when you pick it up, and it gives that nice effect. Right, so I'm going to run the torch over it. Okay. Right. There we go. So we got rid of some bubbles, we've brought up some cells. Now, one more time. String dip flower or balloon smash with some white puddles. So string dip flower in white or balloon smash in little white puddles. Dun, dun, dun. This is amazing. These have been great. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. A flower this time? For sure, for sure. Do we think that's fair? I think that's pretty fair. A flower. Yeah. So now I've just got it through my mind. Do I keep it landscape and do a flower like there? Or there? Here would be better. Or change it to portrait and do a flower off center so that we still see this beautiful feature coming down here. Portrait? Hi, Patricia. Okay. All right, we're going string flower, portrait. Do you see my wool? This is 8-ply acrylic wool. Nothing fancy about it. You can get it in most stores. I dropped it in paint. All good. Okay, so I'm going to cut approximately that length. I know that's not a standard actual measurement, but that length works for me. And if you try it, it might just work for you too. All right. So we'll go here. White, we're going to use this white. Pop the string in, let it soak up that paint. All right. Can leave that. Okay. Pull it out. Just gently dragging it over the popsicle stick. Not really trying to scrape it off, just trying to even out the amount as it goes down the wall. Okay. Looks like we will cover this weird looking cell, so that's great. There. I could have cut my string a bit longer, never mind. But what I have learnt is I can pick it up and come back around and come in from that side as well. I think it's pretty. I'm not in love with it. So, I think I'll go over it again. I've just squeezed off the string and I'm going to put it straight back in there because I'm pretty confident with squeezing it off and reusing, even though it is into white paint which can easily taint. I'm good with that. Okay, just run that stick down it again. So this time I'm trying to do something different. I don't know why. Because my string wasn't very long is why. How's that? See, this is one of those moments where you're like, oh, it's not working. I just want to focus on the one. I want to leave this side clear because it's got a beautiful, nice line as it flows down there. So, okay. All right. I'm going to start here because I'm going to try and add a little bit more to the bottom. Okay. My string dip flower is not working. What am I doing? Yeah, I thought we might be able to get away with that. All right. Let's do it. See, proof that it doesn't work all the time. For me, like, it might work all the time for somebody, but here it is. They don't always work out, but it's what you do that creates magic after the fact. Looks better. Yeah. How about a balloon drop in flower? Like here or here. Is that what you mean? Alright, well first off, we'll see how it goes with a longer string. Have I already played with this section too much? We will see. I'm going to start a little bit up so I can bring some of that colour back. And around a bit more colour. Okay. Just tilting off some of that excess that's built up at the bottom. And you know what? I'm not loving it. I'm having one of those moments. It's just not doing it for me. So let me just turn you around. All right. Balloon at the top of the stem. Yes, upward cells are good enough. I'm just really not feeling it. So that's an idea. Yep. And bring some colour, a bit of colour back into it. Alright. I'm happy to try that. And if I'm not loving it by that point, it looks like we may have another balloon balloon smash. Yeah, I think if I put it on without the white, oh, I haven't torched it either. I think that might just muddy because it looks like it's getting a little muddy in the middle. So I will try the idea of using the string through the colours and seeing if that brings it back. So happy to have a bit of a play. Yellows, green, blue, red. Okay. Let's see how this goes. It's very subtle. I think it blends in a lot. Oh boy, oh boy. I feel like I want to dip it again. It got very muddy through here, around here. So, okay, I don't know. Ball's in your court. I'm not a fan of it. I feel like I want to do something else. Either re-dip it, smash balloons over it. I don't feel like the string was working with me tonight, which is crazy because I've been doing so much string, so maybe it was telling me, no. Think it's pretty? Right. Just tossing up. Okay. Let me just pop you here. It's like instead of having a shadow, it's a white shadow. I do adore this side of it. So, what are you thinking? You're saying re-dip it? Patricia says very pretty. Okay. Psychedelic 60s. Woohoo! Alright. Alright, if I don't get screamed at going, keep it, keep it, keep it, I'm going to re-dip it after we have a look at the earlier paintings. There we go. That one is awesome. I love it. The cells have expanded a little bit on that one. Looks great, vibrant, beautiful. Here's the reverse dip with the balloon smashes. Alright. So let's just see. I've been having so fun. I haven't kept an eye on the time. We are, excuse me. The flower was outlined a little. Gorgeous, lovely. Both look great. Okay. So I think maybe we'll keep this as it is. And when it's all dry, this may be a really good painting to see how you go, like possibly using Posca markers after it's dry and highlighting the flower, doing some embellishments on it. So I think that's the way to go. We'll leave it. Bye, Patricia. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so, yeah, I think that's a great idea. This one will be a test, a trial on letting it dry, using the Posca markers directly onto the painting and seeing if we can highlight it or embellish it and make it wow. So, bye Brady Patty. Thanks so much for coming in. All right, I'm just going to be here for a couple more minutes if anybody's got any questions, and then we'll get off. So, good idea. Yeah, great, thanks. I agree. So, also like to say thank you everyone for coming in. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you're watching the replay, and share it with others if you know they might appreciate it. So, thanks Jean. Jean. Thank you for coming in. Night, Barry. Take care. All right. Looks like we don't have questions, so fantastic. Night, Mum. Have a great day, Darnell. All right. Be fabulous, whatever you do. All right. I will end off with my sign off. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Be kind, be creative, and be fabulous.